We have 4 semester exam study guide problems to do, and then we need to work on our what?
Study guide.
Yes, Chu had it out first. She can have her point. We do need to work on our study guide, which I'm going to reduce some of the problems. You thought it was already short. It's about to get even shorter. Speaking of short things, there's something going on tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow? Yes, every group can have a point. This is what Cooper's always wanted to hear. It's not. It's 8 problems.
Wow.
Which sounds so lovely. You're like, oh, there's no way I can't get this done. That's true. But you realize when there are only 8 problems, that means each problem's worth more. So you make a mistake and you're SOL. So let's talk about how Karen's going to prevent this from happening. Especially because 3 out of the 8, multiple choice. Which you're like, oh crap, if I select the wrong answer choice, I am so screwed. Which is why Karen is going to remember that, on the ACT or I'm just picking on Karen because I can't, or any other standardized test, you don't have to show work. But for a math teacher in math class, even though it's multiple choice, Karen's going to show work because she wants me to know what her train of thought was, because she wants to get points from me, or at least some pity points or some sort of points from me. So she's going to show work even though it's multiple choice because she is a smart girl. Okay. Are there any questions about that? So there is a test tomorrow and it only has 8 questions. How terrifying. Okay, let's go over these couple and then we'll move on from there. What was this tiny 4 called? Yes, you can have your point. Thank you for knowing that. It was called the index. The house itself is the radical yes. No, table 6 got their point. But she's on the right train of thought. Okay, so I'm needing to take the 4th root of this thing. So I'm hoping that something to the 4th power is 128. But sad day, it's not. So instead, I gotta start thinking through, like, what times what is 128? So what times what is 128? I want to say 64 and 2. Is that right?
64 and 2, and then separate 2 and 4.
32 and 4. Okay. I'm going to do 64 and 2. Why?
This is the biggest number.
Miss Compton?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, can you tell Elizabeth Truxell to come by the attendant's office and see me at some point today for just a second?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, and Ellie was saying what she was saying before she got called the wrong name, because I think she just said Alyssa instead of Elizabeth, but I digress. Ellie was saying that it's 64 and 2 because 2 to the 4th is 64. Okay, so I've still got to deal with that x to the 6, y to the 15. So Ellie already helped us. I know a 2 comes out. I know a 2 is left. To the 4th is not 64. You were saying 32. Why did you say 32? Anne-Marie, back up to your train of thought. You said 32 and what? Yeah, but nothing to the 4th is 4. I think it was right. I think I should just... Is 16 times 8 128? Okay, so that's what I was supposed to do. Ooh, Lord, when Miss Compton hadn't done math in a while. Okay, I knew it needed to be something to the 4th. I knew it was probably a low number like 2. 2 to the 4th times 8 is 128. The 2 gets to come out, the 8 doesn't. And then I have to deal with that x to the 6 and the y to the 15. Does anyone know how many x's get to come out and how many x's have to stay underneath? Say what now? 2 stays underneath. 1 gets to come out. Gilberto and Jax's group both get points. If you've forgotten how on God's green earth we used to do that, you can always list it out. So x to the 6 means there are 6 x's. I need 4 of them in order for them to escape. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why a set of x's got to escape. Sad day, those 2 were left home alone. Okay, how many Y's get to escape? 3 Y's come out, and how many are left? 3. That is correct, because, we used to just, I would say, back up to 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. There's 3 left over. You don't know what on earth English that was. It's fine. Again, you can always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 set gets to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second set gets to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third set gets to come out. That's why it's wide of the third on the outside. And then sad day, those 3 are left alone. That's why they had to stay underneath. So that is our final answer. Good thing is life is multiple choice. Bad thing is, yes, I taught you that, so I do think you should already know that. So there's no, well, I don't know. I taught you that. Now, if you're choosing to completely ignore life, that's on you, but I taught you that. Okay, as for number, bless you, number 7. Oh, someone else. Did you need number 6? Yep.
I'm not going to be there Friday.
Okay.
I'll be at graduation.
Okay. I'm going to completely forget we discussed this, Sally. Okay. Don Terrius, you need a pass, or they gave you a pass? Okay, awesome. Okay, as for number 7, it said square root of 2 plus 3 square roots of 5. And it was 2 square roots of 2 plus 4 square roots of 5. And it would help if my math was on the screen. Okay, what are you supposed to use to solve this? Yes, you're supposed to FOIL. 5 gets another point. Why is 5 the only one getting, well, Jack's too. Why is it just me, Gilberto, and Jack's doing math today? I don't know. First will be 2 square roots of 4, because 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Outer, 1 times 4 is 4. Square root of 2, square root of 5, I get square root of 10. Inner, 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 2 is 10. And then last, 3 times 4 is 12. Square root of 5 times square root of 5 is square root of 25. So we FOILed, and we got this, but we're not done. Why are we not done? Okay, 5's getting another point. God, 5 is going to have a great grade for this week. I combine those like terms. I get 2 square roots of 4 plus 10 square roots of 10 plus 12 square roots of 25. I didn't really have to write all that, did I? There's another step I ought to do. 5 don't answer.
Could you simplify?
Yes, and that's what one was saying so quietly. And we're going to give her the point and Angel the point because I'm nice today. So I get 2. I know square root of 4 is 2. I know square root of 25 is 5. Can someone tell me that final answer then? And then you know that's not quite right. Go straight to the very end. Yeah. Yeah, so straight to the end. 4 plus 60 is 64. So 64 plus 10 square roots of 10 is our final answer. Okay. As for 4 plus 60 got us to 64. 12 times 5 was 60. 2 times 2 is 4. So 64 got us to 64.
Okay,
You're good. Yeah, you're good. We left off some steps. Okay, let's deal with number 8. What do I need to do for that 24? What times what is 24? And why would I want to do 4 and 6? Yes, Ellie gets her point again. 4 is a perfect square, so we're doing 4 and 6. So what comes out? What's left underneath? 2 comes out, and 6 is left underneath. Karen gets the point. Okay, let's deal with that 18. What times what is 18? You're going to do 9 times 2. What comes out? What's left underneath? Yes, 2, 5, 6, 1. 1, I know you didn't say anything, but you're still alive, so. 3's alive too. They can have a point.
9 and 6.
Okay, so there's a little more math I can do from here. 4 times 2 is 8, so I've got 8 square roots of 6 plus 3 square roots of 2 minus 15 square roots of 6. What's my final answer then? Jax gets a point. Now, knowing the test key, it's probably written in the other order, so it's probably, I'm sure there's a similar question, they probably, those are the same thing. But Jax did this one, so we'll circle it. I didn't circle, I boxed, but whatever, same difference. Number 9, I changed the original problem, so it used to be a little harder than this. And I changed it to this. Why do we even have to do anything at all? What's wrong with it? Yes, that's the issue, is the number underneath. So we have to blank the denominator. We have to rationalize the denominator. Ellie got it. And then Jackson, Paige are telling me what to multiply. So I need to multiply by the square root of 7 on the top and the bottom. So in the top, I'll distribute in a second. I'll write it like this for now. If you want to go ahead and distribute, of course you can. And what do I have in the bottom? Yes. So on my next step, what am I actually going to put in the bottom? Okay. 1 can get a point, and so can Jackson said it earlier, 6. And then 5, I know you said things too, but you don't need any points. Okay, I need to distribute. So 6 times square root of 7, I get 6 square roots of 7. Square root of 7, square root of 7, I get square root of 49. So I can actually simplify one more time. I know the square root of 49 is actually 7. So my final answer is 6 square roots of 7 plus 7 divided by square root of 7, which you're like, Miss Compton, do you not see our original problem? Our original problem and our answer looks so stinging similar. Literally, the whole reason we had to do all this, it's not like our answer is any simpler. The whole reason we had to do all this is because that square root in the denominator, which is ridiculous. But I did not invent math, I just teach it. If I did invent math, that would be one of the things that would go away. Okay, be specific. I didn't check it yesterday, but I should have. What problems were you supposed to have done on that worksheet? Okay, every you can have a point. I want to see that today. If you did extra, you get bonus. 2 gets the point. You did extra, you get bonus. I want to see that worksheet today. Let's look at your study guide, which I'm going to check tomorrow, although it would be awesome to go ahead and check it today as well. On the study guide, I want to change some things and get rid of some things. So let's be specific with that now. Does everyone have their study guide out? Okay. Let's change some things and get rid of some things. First things first, let's change number 3 and number 4. I want to change number 3, instead of cosine, I want it to be sine. And on number 4, instead of cosecant, I want it to be cosine. I'm trying to make our lives a little bit easier.
Yeah, I was looking it out.
Oh, I understand. Now, bless our hearts, we're to the trig part and we just don't have time for all the things. So we do have to know how to solve for a missing side or a missing angle, like 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not getting rid of those. But 9 and 10, where you have to do all the things, they can go. So 9 and 10 are out, and then you should have already crossed out 11 and 12 as well. We're going to get rid of the words. So I'm saying skip 9 through 12. So literally, you only have 8 problems. And I already did one of them for you, so you really only have 7. So Karen's probably going to have all the things done. Let's talk about E-Day for a second. So they said something, sophomores doing something. Let me start recording. Sophomore.